You kind of touched on it. So what would be your plans for growth that you would try to install as a national tournament?
A couple of things. Again, people have been around for a while. When I was chair of the Libertarian Party of California, we worked hand in hand with the National Party. The National Party and the State Party belonged to something called the UMP, the United Membership Plan. This was a division of labor. The National Party could send out a membership recruitment package. At that time, I think it was something like 23, 24 cents a piece, versus the California Party, we had money in our budget for membership recruitment, and it cost us somewhere in the neighborhood of about 50 cents a piece to do that. So there were some economies of scale that encouraged the National Party to go out and solicit membership. And I think they went from somewhere about 15,000 members to over 37,000 members during a relatively short period of time. That's the period when the California Party went from a depressed 2,000 members to over, I think it was over 6,500 members. And obviously all the money that came along with that was very beneficial. What else? Something akin to Project Archimedes, that was mass mailings. I understand mass mailings aren't quite as productive as they used to be, but we also have the internet. And the money that we've earned and the membership we've earned via the internet has substantially grown over the last couple of years. I think we can create YouTube-style videos like Reason TV does that could substantially increase our market share around the internet and with links back to the National Party. I'd also, frankly, like to turn every one of you into salespeople. I would like to see every one of you, if you sell a membership, to get a monetary reward. Make every one of you a salesman. And I would actually tell every one of you, you sell a $25 membership, you get 25 bucks. Because we know once we have a member who gives $25, they will give more. And once we get them on our database, we can, Aaron might correct me, but I think we get something on the average about $78 per member. Is that correct, Aaron?
Closer about, on average, it's about 60. That includes people who come up with requests or pick up monthly pledges and all that. But on average, about $60 a year for someone who's already a member.
Okay. So once we get them in the door, we can substantially increase our numbers. One thing is I did on the LNC, and this is just coming to fruition right now. If you go to the lp.org website, you'll notice that the world's smallest quiz is now on the front page. I negotiated a deal with Sharon Harris, the head of Big Advocates, and it's going to work like this. Anybody who takes that quiz and scores in the Libertarian quadrant is going to be directed to fill out a form. Do you want more information about the Libertarian Party? That data obviously will be sent to the National Party, and we will send out a membership packet, and we will follow up to try to close the deal. And again, that's just something I took on as an individual project that I decided to champion. Also, if you go under Liberty Links, under the LP website, you'll see links to the Institute for Justice, the Advocates, the Independent Institute, the Heartland Institute, ISOL, FEE, Foundation for Economic Education, Reason, and I'm probably leaving one or two out. Because I know most of the people who founded these organizations, it was very easy for me to call them up and say, hey, do you mind if we link? And of course they all said, hey, we'd love you to link to us. One of the problems that I saw that needed fixing, and I went out and fixed it, was when the people went to the Libertarian Party website and they wanted to find more about libertarianism, what did they have to look at? Our party platform and our bylaws. Probably the worst sales documents in the history of the libertarian movement. And I've said this many, many times. If anybody's using the LP platform as a sales and marketing tool, they're an idiot. It's not what it was designed for. So I think we can outreach the rest of the libertarian movement. You know, we used to be the focal point for the libertarian movement. And I think we've lost our way. And we need to regain that. We need to start working with the rest of the Libertarian movement. And I think we can rebuild and re-energize the Libertarian Party if we start doing more things like that.
About less than a minute here, so my final question. You've been traveling a lot of the country to see different state parties, correct? And of course, as an LNC, but what do you see out there? You know what we have in California. What's going on in the rest of the country?
Well, there's both hope and despair. I look at stop. There's hope and despair. I think a lot of our activists are very bright, very energetic people. They are the hope of the Libertarian Party. They do see things like ballot access as a substantial block. You know, the Republicans, Democrats have put some big roadblocks in front of us. But I think a lot of the Libertarians that I talk to are very discouraged by the infighting that's going on at the national level. I hear that everywhere I go. We need to get our act together. We need to stop the circular firing squad and start pointing our guns at the Republicans and Democrats.
All the candidates up here. Bring all the candidates back up.